Founder of the international event Woman on Fire, founder of Hope Crossing Borders, an initiative help to Haitian women and children, entrepreneur, philanthropist, avid travel and connector, a business consultant for a small business, producer of the annual Woman on Fire entrepreneurial magazine featuring nominees, business articles, and investment for the bold business, travel consultant. Her next venture is to open a manufacturer in Haiti to help women to have their own business, home for a young woman to have that have been turned away from orphanage and home. This will provide them with tools to become self-sufficient and will prepared for breaking the cycle of poverty. Welcome everyone. I am here with the beautiful, the wonderful, I call her my best friend, Allison Harvey. As you read by the bio, she is an awesome lady. She is a woman on fire. Welcome, Allison.
Oh, thank you, Lizzie. What an awesome welcome. I am a woman on fire, and I always say everybody is a woman on fire. All females are women on fire because we all have a light in us. Even if it's a little light, a matchstick light or a big old flamber like me. But every light is important because they can be seen at night. You switch it off, the tiniest light can be seen. So no matter the size of your light, you're our light. So
I strongly believe and support that. Allison Harvey has been a friend. I would say going back 4 years at least, and we had her on the LizyT radio show. And it was about time for us to have something a little bit more formal here at our studio and talk a little bit about her background. We've mentioned her several times. I am very, very supportive of Woman on Fire event that she has every year. And I think I've been almost in every event. And for people that are watching us on YouTube, a little bit of background. How did you get started with Woman on Fire?
Well, I started Woman on Fire really to help raise funds for Haiti. And the first Woman on Fire had about maybe 20 women sitting around a table. And what started out as a 3-hour luncheon morphed into a 6-hour event because nobody wanted to go home. And I mean, that still happens today at my events. It's over and nobody wants to go home. So it just continues building. And at that event, everybody was like, oh my God, this was so amazing. You should do it again. And I'm like, do it again? I don't know about this. This was supposed to be just a luncheon. You know, lo and behold, the next year we had it, which was in 2014. And that's when you came along, Miss Lizzie, if you can't remember. Yes. She came on board 2014 over there. And you know, every year we're growing. I mean, even that year we didn't have a website. We didn't really have banners. We had nothing. We just had a whole heap of women in a room celebrating their business and themselves. And Lizzie was there and she continues being there. So I'm really honored to be back again on her show today, and from radio to TV, YouTube, which is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. One of the things that I noticed about the event, and she mentioned that people don't want to leave. People network, and that's what we read in her bio. She's a connector. This lady, if you don't know her, get to know her. She will connect you with people that you have no idea. Through her organization, through Woman on Fire, for her to be connected. I have so many good friends, so many people that I connected really close to through her Woman on Fire organization. Let's talk about what you're doing right now in Haiti. For people that don't know you on YouTube, it's so important what you do, and it's so beautiful. Not a lot of people have this dedication. She's not even from Haiti, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm not Haitian.
But what happened with you? What did trigger this desire of going there? Because she goes there. She just not does send money. She actually goes to Haiti and she actually connects with the people live in person. What happened?
And everybody, I think, if you never knew about Haiti, you knew about the earthquake, or you got to know about Haiti through that massive, devastating earthquake of 2010. We're going on 10 years this coming January.
Wow, already.
And so I started going to Haiti. I was contacted to send money like everybody else, and I wanted to do a little bit more because I'm that kind of person. And I've always heard about Haiti coming from the Caribbean. Everybody hears about Haiti. And I was curious, what is this country about, and maybe I should go see. And honestly, if somebody told me 10 years later I would still be going to Haiti, I would be like, yeah, no. I went, and I can say I just fell in love with the country, the people, the food, just that whole ambiance, the hope that everybody has. It's amazing to be around people with hope when there's none. When so much bad happens, death, loss of home, loss of family, and still, fighting for hope. Still, the kids are still playing in the street and everything. And I just kept going. And what I do in Haiti is continuing to grow. I'm getting to know the countryside. I'm getting to know the people. And it's good to visit a place, but until you start getting involved with it, you really don't know. You get to be in depth. You got to go deep into that country and into that people and really get interactive to understand the culture. The language, I don't speak the language. I know a little bit, PT, which means a little bit, right? But the culture.
I heard you were actually taking French, so you can actually...
Yeah, I know. So now the French, I'm doing the French and the Creole and everything. But when I'm there, it's so amazing. It's like I understand. I go to the marketplace, I go outside by myself. My next thing is to be able to drive by myself in Haiti. That would be a big thing. But I'm really excited. And people are like, you've been going there for 10 years and you're still excited. I'm like, oh my God, yes. I'm always excited for Haiti. And I want people to get excited about this country that few people only hear the bad stuff. There's so much good stuff about Haiti. The countries, the beaches, the food, the citadel, the marché de fer, the waterfall. There's so much in Haiti that people have no idea about. All they hear about is the bad stuff. And yes, I would agree there is poverty and there's a lot of things going on, but every country has that. Every country has negative things. Even here in Canada, not different in the sense that yes, bad stuff are happening, but there's so much good stuff as well.
You started the first year with a toy drive, and then I remember you posting something else, a wheelchair drive. Yeah. And now, and by the way, are you still doing the Christmas?
I still do the toys. We did the wheelchairs, which was really, really expensive, but we give that to the home. So up to this day, they still have the wheelchairs, which is really great. And
the toy drive is happening in December.
So this December we didn't because I can't go back to Haiti. Which is sad because of the civil unrest happening in the country. Yes. I've actually been to Haiti twice this year, right? And next year I hope to go back because you don't want to put yourself in danger. Myself or anybody else. If I have to go, yes, but I don't have to go. And I don't want to put myself in harm's way because the work has to continue just to prove a point that I can go there in the middle of civil unrest. That makes no sense to me. And so I will wait until things have died down, things have gotten better, so this is just a bump in the road like life. Life gives you bumps in the road. And right now it's a bump. The economy is not doing too well, and it's infighting, which is a sad part. It's infighting, one part of the government with the other part of the government, and caught in between are the people.
Which is unfortunate, but we have people like Allison to be able to help all people that are in need, and our friends in Haiti definitely need our help, our prayers, and assist people like Allison. So I was reading earlier that you have this big, beautiful project to be able to take tools to help young women to have their own businesces and create pads for... How did that idea come about?
I'm a woman, you're a woman. You have daughters. We all, females are like, half the population. And one of the most important things for us is our ability to procreate. But along with that task comes our monthly cycle. And menstruation is something we don't talk about. It's very taboo in a lot of cultures, in a lot of countries. And it's, for whatever reason, there's some sort of shame that comes with this cycle that comes every single month. Even for us, if you had to go to the bathroom, you would kind of do it underneath. You'll take your bag, and right now, even myself, and I'm sure you do it too, you don't want people to know when you're on your period. That's just the way it is. Your daughters don't want to know. Why the shame? Why the taboo? To something that is so natural to every single woman and every guy. Everybody knows it. Yet, it's the thing that we don't talk about. And in Haiti, it's, I could say, a million times worse. because a lot of the women in Haiti, they don't have access to this basic need on a monthly basis. That basic need to have sanitary napkins available to them because they don't have the funds for it. You're talking over 1 million girls and women who don't have access. I have met girls who are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old that has never, ever worn a sanitary napkin. So what I propose to do, I mean, there are other people doing similar things in Haiti, but I'm looking at being cost effective. And I came across a gentleman on YouTube who built a machine that manufactures sanitary pads at the fraction of the cost. And so my idea is to take this machinery to Haiti, and which will enable us to manufacture sanitary pads down there. But not only that, create jobs, create stability, create literacy, be able to have programs that will help women to be financially literate, not just book literate, but be able to help them save some money, maybe create their own business for themselves, all from coming from this machine that will produce the sanitary pads for them.
That is a great idea. So for people that are watching us right now, Allison, all over the world, thanks to YouTube, how can they help?
You can go to hopecrossingborders.com, and there's a donation link there under support, and you can show your support. I mean, there's millions of people around the world, thousands, and I tell people you don't have to do a lot, because sometimes we don't have a lot. But what about if everybody did $5 or $10, and everybody who sees this video, I don't care if you're a millionaire, I don't care if you make $1,000 an hour, if you committed to doing $5, $10 a month, and just go in and make your donation, you know, 1 cup of coffee or a hamburger or whatever for the month, you say, you know what, I'm going to donate it and let's help these girls be able to walk with dignity. No more shame, no more shame. Let's help women and girls to walk the road with dignity.
Watching right now, you are feeling motivated and you're feeling inspired, and you will help. So let's talk about 2020.
Whoa! The big 2020, Woman on Fire, Pure Fire 2020. You know what? When I looked at the decade, and it's a new decade, right? We look back at 2000 when we were all panicking because we were going to die. You know, all the gloom and doom for 2000. And 20 years later, we're still here. We're still here 20 years later, 2 decades. But the technology has changed.
Yes.
So much has changed in the last 10 years. I can only imagine what's going to change in the next 10 years. So where are you going to be in 2030? How is your life going to change? How is the world going to change in the next 10 years? So we're really at the brink of so much change that I want people to just come along for the ride. Think about it. For Woman on Fire, for 2020, we'll be recognizing women in business. So if you're in business, you can go online, and for next year, we're doing something totally different. You can apply yourself to be a woman on fire. You can endorse another woman on fire from anywhere in the world. So you don't just have to be from Canada. You can be from the States. You could be from the Caribbean, from Haiti, from England, from Sweden, anywhere in the world. If you can come to Canada, you can be recognized as a woman on fire for this event. For one time, this is it. It's not going to happen again, maybe in 2030. But for 2020, you can apply, you can endorse yourself, endorse a friend, somebody you know. It doesn't have to be a friend, somebody you know, to be recognized as one of our Women on Fire.
One of the things that I love, that not that the other years that you've done, which was a nomination, it kind of created a little bit of people feeling, oh, why is this person better than I? So this year is perfect. You have nailed it down, Allison.
Yeah.
Everybody that deserves it will be recognized, and that's beautiful. And I heard that even young women entrepreneurs are be able to participate on this.
Yes.
Which is awesome, because we have a lot of young girls starting at 8, 7, 9, up to 16 that they're starting their own thing. And why not start early, being recognized for what they do and how they do it, and maybe get inspired. There will be people that will be able to coach them as well.
Yeah, to talk with them, to meet with them, and just because we know the landscape has changed. We know that jobs no longer exist, and we were just talking about that before we went on air. That the minority, which is not the minority, the majority, that's the minority in terms of jobs. That's 80% of our population who does the 9 to 5, who does the menial jobs. But those jobs are disappearing. So what are you going to do in the next 10 years? What are you going to be doing? The divide is going to be humongous for people who can't do these jobs anymore. So Lizzy, we have to do something, and we have to start with our children so that they don't go out there looking for that summer job that doesn't exist anymore.
So it forces them to become an entrepreneur, whether they like it or not. They have to start having their own business, their own ideas. We are in the time of the internet. They're wearing their internet right in their hands pretty much 24/7. So might as well utilize that to their advantage and create a business online, business anywhere, because that's the age. And again, they're probably not going to be the usual jobs for them coming up in the next 10 years. So we need to help them. And that's one of the things that I love to partner with Allison to help our youth to have them something to live up, really.
Yes. It's something to start, kick off your future, what your future is going to look like, because these little jobs are going away and they're not coming back. And because they're not coming back, a lot of people are going to be placed in difficult positions. So start thinking, people who are looking at this, look at your children, even if they're 2 or 3 years old, what is their future going to look like 10 years from now? We really have to start looking, making changes, doing other things, seeing how we could use our talents, our gifts to monetize it, and so be able to look after ourselves and become self-sustaining, as well as for our families and generations to come.
If you would like to be part of Woman on Fire 2020, what is the website?
www.purefire.2020.com. So it's www.purefire2020.com, and this is it for 2020. 2021, we're going to be in Atlanta and so on, but for 2020 it's purefire2020.com. Join us there. As I said, apply for yourself or endorse somebody else. Show your support. There's so many business people out there. I should be filled by now.
So this is one of the last show of 2019, and I'm so honored to kind of end it up with Allison Harvey. It's been an incredible year. I'm a huge supporter, so I will have the information down here for you guys to reach out and go to Woman on Fire 2020, nominate someone, or even get in touch with her. This is one of the connectors here in Toronto, so if you don't know her, I don't know how you get in your connections. So it's been a pleasure, Allison, an honor to have you on our studio. Finally, this is way overdue, but I love it every day that I see her post. It inspires me, and it gives me one of the things that I love the most is her dedication towards everything that she does. So thank you for coming.
Well, thank you, and to all the viewers out there, thank you so much for listening and supporting Lizzy for 2019, and big things to the next decade for 2020 and beyond. So thank you so much, Lizzy, and all the best for the next 10 years at least.
That's it for now, everyone. This is a wrap, and we'll see you next time with International Woman Fire, blah, 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 blah.